Schumer on hot mic admits to Biden that Fetterman hurt his chances in Oz debate. But Senate Dem leaders said Fetterman didn't do too much damage to his prospects in Pennsylvania. How's it going out there, everyone? This is W.F.S, your doctor. And normally on my channel, I talk about film, television. Sometimes I may address things that are concerning also like music and pop culture items like that, and protecting our television and film franchises from political correctness. But this right now is somewhat of a pop culture issue because our elections do affect how not only our society goes, but where our society goes, our film and television follows. So this is a topic that deserves some attention. And the election is coming up. It looks like the Democrats are in the fight of their lives. So let's dip into this article and a couple of other things I have to show you. I think it's going to be an interesting news cycle and a heck of an election cycle. Definitely by the end of all this, there's going to be a few politicians out there wondering what the hell they did wrong. But as I said, let's take a look at this. But before we do, if you click on the like button and the subscribe button, that would be greatly appreciated. And if you like what you see here and want to see more of it and other things I have, please click on the notification button. When I upload new videos, you'll be notified immediately. But now, let's get on with the video. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer on Thursday admitted in a hot mic moment that Pennsylvania Senator Democrat candidate John Fetterman hurt his chances with a shaky debate performance Tuesday night. And yeah, it was. I didn't see the whole debate, but I saw clips of it, and he really had a hard time out there. And in his defense, he had a stroke 5 months ago, so that is going to put a little bit of a handicap on the man and his ability to defend himself and his ideas. It looks like the debate didn't hurt us too much in Pennsylvania as of today. Schumer, Democrat New York, told President Biden on the tarmac during Biden's trip to New York on Thursday. So that's good. I don't know about that. I honestly think that the polls may not be telling the whole story, because when I watched the video clips, he really was struggling. And when you watch some of the videos afterwards of people reviewing his responses, they just didn't like it very much. I even heard some people saying that even though they were Democrats, they possibly would be voting for the Republican because they didn't want to take the chance of him with his handicap affecting things in D.C. Fetterman often struggled to communicate during his debate against the Republican candidate Dr. Oz due to a lingering effect from a stroke he suffered earlier this year. Schumer and the Democrats are in a neck-and-neck fight with the Republicans over who will control the Senate next Congress, with Pennsylvania one of the races that could tip the majority one way or the other. Schumer spokesman Josh Goodman said in a statement Thursday after the comments from the majority leader that Schumer believes that Democrats candidates will win. Of course he's going to say they will win. What's he going to say? We don't stand a chance in hell? Come on. During the conversation with Biden, Schumer also admitted to reference to a different state Senate seat for which the Democrat leader didn't have an optimistic forecast. Schumer also weighed in on the close race in Georgia and Nevada. I think we're picking up steam in Nevada, he said. The state where we're going down, though, or through, is Georgia. It's hard to believe that they will go for Herschel Walker, Schumer said. He also mentioned that turnout in Georgia early voting was huge. The Senate currently is a 50-50 split with Democrats in a majority, technically because Vice President Harris can break tie votes. Republicans need to pick up just one seat in order to take the majority, which could allow them to stem much of Biden's agenda for the rest of the term. Well, there it is right there, at least on the Biden side of it. Excuse me, on the Schumer side of it. Biden and Schumer need a Hail Mary pass in this election cycle. There's just too much going on right now that is not in favor of them. Inflation, and all the analysts that I'm hearing from tell me that tell me on the news cycles that next year we are heading for a very bad recession. Gas is continuously bouncing between where I live, $2.98 up to almost $3.50. It depends on what time of the day and what day of the week it is that it fluctuates so much. It's insane. What do you think about Schumer's predictions here and what he's concerned about? Do you think Fetterman is in trouble in Pennsylvania? I really would like to know what all of you think about this one. Now that we've talked about Chuck Schumer and the Senate, let's move over to the House of Representatives and Nancy Pelosi, who apparently scoffs off the idea anybody would vote for a Republican in the New York Times interview. Democrats are projected to lose a majority in the House this November. Again, this is a train wreck for the Democrats right now. And unless somebody gives them a miracle pass real quick, this may be Pelosi's final time as majority leader in the House of Representatives. Democrat leader Nancy Pelosi, Democrat from California, expressed disbelief that anyone would vote for a Republican in an interview with the New York Times on Monday. The paper pressed Pelosi on troubling data for Democrats this November, but Pelosi rejected the suggestion that late-breaking trends seem to be favorable for Republicans, according to the Times. Part of it is, I cannot believe anybody would vote for these people, she said, before bashing Republican campaign strategies as endless lying and endless money. Wow. Endless lying and endless money. That's a mouthful to say when you consider that Pelosi alone always seems to have endless money. In a recent media interview, the Democrat had spun polls showing GOP favored issues like the economy and crime are what the voters care about the most. Pelosi argued last week on MSNBC that abortion rights were still a top concern for a majority of women and independents. To the Times, Pelosi also disputed the idea that abortion was fading as a driving issue. You think that? You go think that, she said to Republicans. I can tell you, it's not in the rearview mirror. Well, she's kind of right there. She is kind of right, but she's trying to make it as if it was a top issue. But in recent polls that have come out, and unfortunately I can't cite them for you, but in recent polls, they reported that it was not of a top issue. Recorded high inflation and high gas prices have made the economy the #1 issue for the majority voters. While the Supreme Court doubts Dobbs' decision made abortion a higher priority for some voters, Republicans have gained back that edge they had months ago, leading with voters by 2.2% on an average, according to the Real Clear Politics. Pelosi has urged Democrats to change the subject, dismiss inflation as a global phenomenon. This is the part I really find fun. The fight is not about inflation, she claims on CBS Face the Nation on Sunday. Pelosi added her party should focus their efforts on the cost of living and about getting out the vote. When asked by host Margaret Brennan, see, look at this. Look at the amount of Republicans versus Democrats. There's 186 Democrats, toss-up of 33 seats, Republicans 216. This could be a bloodbath, my friends. Pelosi could very well be on her way out, and honestly, it may really be time for her to go. If I understand correctly, she's been in D.C. for almost 40 years and now is asking Biden to become the ambassador to Italy. Pelosi's time as House Speaker may be ending. If Republicans meet expectations and take the House in the midterm elections predicted by the GOP, will win 15 seats, and basically they're going to win the majority. And everything I've been listening to basically says that's going to happen. They're going to win the House, and the Republicans are pretty much going to win the Senate, which means that Biden will suddenly become a lame duck president. There's a lot going on. Between the Senate race in Pennsylvania, where a lot of people are starting to question that one, why the Democrats are putting him out there now, Fetterman, because of his stroke and because of his inability to communicate properly. You have Biden with his issues, his memory issues. About a week or so ago, no, 2 weeks ago, excuse me. 2 weeks ago, he was out there at a press conference, and he was asking if a senator who had been dead for over 2 years was in the audience. And then about a week or so ago, he was out there talking about the Iraq and how his son died over in Iraq when he actually died from cancer here in the United States. And even his own wife was mad at his assistants and his aides for not protecting the president and stopping him from making that mistake. I don't know how they could have. There's a lot more information to talk about, but I'm going to end it right here. What do you think about all this between the Senate and the House? Do you think the Democrats have a chance? Do you want them back in office? I mean, do you want them to have control? Do you think they're doing a good job? My personal opinion is no, but that's not what counts. The majority counts, isn't it? So please tell me what you think. Comment below and press the like button if you like this video, and I would love it if you subscribe to the channel. Until the next time, my friends, I will see you soon. I'm W.F.S, your doctor, and don't forget to vote, please. God bless everyone.